Hello, welcome back to Let's Play Sword Coast Legends, where we've had to go through a number of things. By the time you're watching this, I'll also admit that I'll be back to living in the United States by the time this gets put up, um, because my contract here in Japan did not get re-upped. I mean, there were options I had, but my financial situation at the moment is not conducive to continuing to live in Japan. So I'm going to be back in America sometime between recording this video and it going live. Just a fact of life. Anyway, going to take the chance here to make sure I got enough videos to cover the periods between me leaving Japan and me getting back to the States and replacing my computer and such like that, because I don't think I'll be able to do recordings on my laptop, which can barely handle even any computer game. So, yeah, much less fraps. Okay, so I believe when last we left, we were getting close to the end game, and that there is a portal we have to take in the middle of our camp. I don't want to take that yet. I want to close out. First, I do want to talk to some people. And I want to go... We're in Tezre's camp. Okay, here we go. There's supposed to be... Oh. Gary, Amber, Dave, and Onyx. Rabbit doll. It's a rabbit doll? It is indeed a rabbit doll, a stuffed rabbit. Let's talk to people. We'll get rid of you. We'll deal with you first.
How can you serve the illustrious Lord of the Dark?
Let's talk about your past.
Too bad. We're here now. Not long after the Myconid debacle, I was called to Menzo Berenzan, where I was asked to offer judgment on the trial of a well-known drow exile, Brixid or something like that. Never heard of him. Of course, the drow didn't know I'd been called in, so they attacked me. And I was only able to peel the flesh from several of them before they had the gall to place me, in their inferior dark elf prison.
Oh, how terrible for you. Please continue.
There was hardly any bone breaking or bloodletting at all, and they fed me enough to survive. How terrible!
Can you imagine? All they wanted to do was make me a slave.
I wasn't getting out of there by thinking like a darrow. I had to think around.
Excuse me.
So I started whining, and I killed my brother, who happened to be in the next cell to mine, even though he doesn't really exist.
Wait, what about your brother?
Always go forward. That's what my old man told me right before I knocked him breathless with outward expressions of familial love and affection. I really liked my old man. One event led to another, and the next thing I knew, I was running out into the wild Underdark. Menzo Berenzan burning behind me. I'm not certain how it happened, or even if it did happen, but there we go. Let it be a lesson to you.
Was there a moral in there somewhere?
Of course there was. Never let a kobold eat your boots, no matter how much he might beg. I think you get my drift. All of this sweet talk has left me exhausted. You wouldn't happen to have a fingernail you might be willing to have ripped out, would you? If not, maybe a toenail.
Let's talk about Golgaman. Well, any thoughts on our
I
situation?
don't know if you know this, but I've been in a prison before. The pain, the anguish, the terrified screams at all hours of the night. Glorious. It's like a carnival of wonderful torment, and the best part about Durgar prisons is they never let you out. With some Obvious exceptions, that is. I like to hand out rusty shards of iron and then sit back and watch what happens. Such times we've had.
Need to talk about Goldman.
He can hear you. Or he could if he were alive.
Okay, I should be going.
I'm starting to feel stabby.
I think you always are starting to feel stabby. I don't really appreciate him just sort of raving. It's kind of weird. Okay. Aren't we at Tezzera's camp, or do we have to go on the map for that?
How can I help?
I'd like to learn more about
There's nothing more to tell. My life story is still being written here, with you.
Right, okay, we'll finish that. Do you have any thoughts on our
I
situation?
never thought I would find myself putting my life on the line to save the Duergar. I suppose the gods work in mysterious ways.
Yeah, that's...
The Lady of Dreams go with you.
What do you need?
What are any keen insights you'd
Well,
like to share?
I can scratch Duergar Prison off my list. Next stop, buried alive. Don't be a
Okay.
stranger.
What can I do for you?
Tactical
We're
observations
deep
to share?
inside the Duergar stronghold. Tactical advice is to take down anything that moves as quickly as possible. Don't be a stranger.
They're all talking about the Duergar, not... We're past that. Oh, we already talked
What
to
can
you.
I do for you?
I clicked the wrong person.
Don't be a stranger.
I need to click this guy over here. I guess I did give him
Yes?
the Holy
What
Avenger.
is it? To stand in a Duergar prison like a common street thug? I am High Commander Javen Tarmikos of the Gilded Eye. Is it because I have sworn to end Belafos's attempt to conquer the surface that I have come here? Know that I shall return with an army and see these grey dwarves laid low.
You're definitely more in the lawful neutral sort of paladin,
As you will.
verging towards lawful evil.
What do you need?
Paladin of conquest it seems to be your thing.
We're going up against an enemy that can control minds. I have some experience with this, what with Timan Harple's experiments with mental dominance. It never worked on me, to be honest. I mean, he would say something like wherewithal, and I would just cluck like a chicken to spite him. I don't even know what he was trying to make me do. He tried to command me to steal a friend's breakfast, but there was no way I was going anywhere with all that.
Oh,
Alright,
okay.
you know where to find me.
That's something. That's a thing.
What do you need?
Hamid's a little bit more... I like Hamid better than like Izakin. They're both rather batty, but Izakin's more unrealistically, so
fear
more
the moon here may
stereotypical.
be beyond our reach, but I also see us recovering it. It makes little sense. It
Okay.
has been wonderful. We must do this again sometime.
Yeah, all of your guys' talks are presuming that we haven't finished the Duergar thing yet. There are some things I want to do in the Duergar city still. I want to go talk to the... what do we have here? The marked rubies. Okay. And I think that's Luskin and the Underdark. Yeah, we do have to go straight to the actual place. Okay, so there are some things I want to do before we do that. Larethar, the Lydia, It's your brother. I'm going to take you along. Hello, welcome back after we had something of a minor crash there. So, the only thing we really have here is to talk to the blacksmith and the guy about the rubies. So that is what we're going to do. I kind of want to talk to Rellona about her thing she sent to her person out in the wild that did terrible things to people and turned them into black puddings and such like that. You look like someone who appreciates a good deal. We're going to hand over Ruby. Don't know how you're doing it, but that's the 9th Ruby. One more and I'll keep my word on that incredible item. You've earned this. Hands you a ring with the same black markings as the gems. An unsettling aura emanates from it. There is something troubling about this ring. What are you doing with these gems? Are you sure you're nothing that you need to concern yourself with? You received your reward. Our deal is final. Let me see what you have. I'll be keeping my eye on you, as expected, and I'll continue watching you as well. Marked ring. What does this marked ring do? +3 armor class, +2 intelligence. 10% fire, cold, lightning, and acid damage. What is my stuff here? Intelligence is a 10 right now. What does my emerald ring do? Cooldown reduction. What does this other one do? Not terribly useful. Yeah, that's what I thought. Actually, what does this do? Wisdom saves and cantrip damage, +2 intelligence. This is probably better off on our wizard here. 32 intelligence? 32? How did you get to 32? +2, +4, because I know it stacks in this game. +8, +11. You don't have a belt. Where's the final +1 coming from? Ah. Oh, this is just... $36? That's just gloriously high.
Sure. Can do. With pleasure.
Yeah, this is definitely not 5e, where the max you can get really... Where bonuses like that don't stack, and the max you can really get... Yeah, if you have the belt, the right kind of belt, you can get, with strength, you can get up to like 26. Good grief. Let's see what we have. Great Axe. Staff. The Holy Avenger. Sure. Anything else? Okay, something for the head, but we don't have everything. So we now have a Holy Avenger. If we wanted to put Yavin in the party, Or if we were playing a paladin ourselves, we could do something with that. What? How is the Holy Avenger statted in this game? +3 to hit and damage, +6 to hit versus undead creatures. It's so-so. We have better weapons. Okay. So now, let's hope there's no crash. We're going to go to the Dwarven City. Because there are some things I want to deal with. In the larder. The ramparts? Yeah, let's go to the ramparts. Got about 4 minutes, a little bit less than 4 minutes on my timer here. There's a key I need to find. I don't know where exactly it is. Maps and such and walkthroughs for this game aren't particularly easy to find because it wasn't very popular, which is a shame. It's a better game than its reputation gives it credit for. It's not a tremendously awesome game. It's fun, but it isn't nearly as bad as its reputation gives it. It's not amazing. It's good. It's middle of the road. Okay. Yep, we want to go to Overlake Hold. I think we're going to get a chance to talk to the king before we end the video. And then I'm going to go look to remind myself of where that key is supposed to be. I'm going to try to get this game done in this run of videos. And then, get back on to dealing with the issues at hand in my life. Okay. Let's...
I'm on it.
You know what, actually?
Sure.
I'm going to end this video. We'll talk to the king.
Can do.
Where'd the king go? Well, so much for that. Anyway, I'm going to go look for where this key is. I'll talk to you later. Bye.